Yo, what is up, guys? It's Luke. Welcome back to another video. Today, we are watching some true animated horror stories. I think I'm excited for this reacting series. I hope you guys are too. I love you guys so much. I can't believe I reached 200 subscribers, and this is literally, I'm so happy, and thank you guys so much. This is probably one of my best lifetime experiences to gain 200 subscribers. Um, so yeah, my last video was reacting to cringe Roblox stories, and now we're doing horror stories. So, hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, let's get on to the video.
I'd been a babysitter for years, working with several different companies and hundreds of families. This was just another job on a Thursday night. I drove to the house, getting there exactly on time, and met the parents. They were having a date night at a concert downtown and would be gone for 5 to 6 hours. It was 6:30 already, so this was a late job. They introduced me to their son, Jay, who is—
What kind of family is that? I literally, bro, it looks like a fucking 6-year-old, like a 6-year-old that like pretends they know how to draw. Like, this is the definition. What the fuck? Oh, this is like the definition of fucking. I just realized my door was open. That's literally it looks like a 6-year-old fucking. Like they knew how to. They think they know how to draw. In reality, they don't. Like this. I don't like
10.
this already. Like.
He was very talkative and seemed to enjoy my company. When the parents left, he was excited.
I also hate how like not the Roblox stories. Fuck. I also hate how sometimes a man voices a woman and a woman voices a man. It's so stupid.
To
Oh, but hold on, it might be people submitting stories and like people are just animating them. But either way, it's kind of like you don't like it, you know?
show me his video games and have me be his audience while he played. He played for around 2 hours before I started getting hungry. I let him continue playing in the living room while I made something to eat in the kitchen. I spent maybe 5 minutes heating up a meal, but then all of a sudden, when I got back, Jay was different. He wasn't talking anymore, and he seemed really shy. I tried starting up conversations, but he would barely respond. I had no idea what happened. I asked him if everything was okay, but he just nodded. I didn't want to be bothering him about it too much, so I pretended like nothing was wrong and watched him play some more. Once 9:30 came around, I told him it was time for bed and made sure he got ready. He was still acting weird, trying to avoid me and delay going to bed for as long as possible. Finally, just before 10, he got in bed. I went downstairs and sat on the couch. I was replaying the whole night in my head, wondering what went wrong, but there really didn't seem to be anything I did. I left him alone for a few minutes while I made food, and then it was like he just flipped a switch. While I was thinking on the couch, I heard Jay upstairs. He was walking down the hallway and then opened a door. I quickly went upstairs to see what he was doing, but he wasn't in the hallway. I opened the door to his room, and there he was, sitting in his bed just as I left him.
"What are you doing, Jay?"
I asked nicely.
What the fuck?
He looked scared of me. After no response, I just decided to let it go and began walking out the door. But then he said to me he had to use the bathroom. I said okay and let him go down the hall, but while he was in there, I took a look around his room. It all looked like an ordinary 10-year-old boy's room. Just as I was walking out, I noticed something in the corner of my eye. I looked over, and right by the closet,
Yep.
I could see someone's eye looking back at me through the crack in the door. I hesitated, then walked out of the room and closed the door. I listened and didn't hear any movement in the room. As soon as Jay came out of the bathroom, I told him to be quiet and rushed him downstairs and into my car. I dialed 911, and as we waited for them to show up, I asked Jay if he knew someone else was in the house. He was quiet,
Oh, this just
not
gave me
responding to me
goosebumps.
at all. When the first officer came, he went right inside and caught the man walking around upstairs. He looked like a 30-year-old creep. When questioned, the man said he was a friend of Jay's and that Jay even let him in the house to babysit for the night. Strangely, when the parents got home, they basically pushed me away and didn't give me any more updates on what happened. There was obviously something really weird going on, because Jay was very scared of him. I don't know if they knew each other, or if this was a first-time encounter, but I hope it was all dealt with well by the police.
Oh, that's scary. What the
When I was
fuck?
16, my parents
Okay,
made me get
what
a
the
job.
fuck?
They were tough like
Yeah,
that,
fuck this.
and made my
That's-
older brother.
These horror stories are like, they're not even good. Like, I've watched better ones.
You up for playing outside the lines?
The
I
animating on
need you
these
to
are so
understand
shit,
the
bro.
risks.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've watched this guy before. Nobody cares.
Back in 2014, I experienced something I still can't explain. I was still living at home at the time as an only child. I didn't have many friends or any hobbies to speak of, so I spent most of my free time surfing the internet and looking for anything that could hold my attention. On the weekends, I would wait for my parents to leave the house. Then, like most teenagers, I would use the alone time to browse through more devious content. On the night that this unexplainable thing happened, I was getting up to the same thing I always did. When I was finally home alone, I closed my door and drew my curtains, turned the lights off, and grabbed a box of tissues from the bathroom,
Jesus.
in case I got a runny nose while I was watching what I was finally able to watch now that nobody was around. My parents said
Bro got the fucking lotion and the and the tissues. No, he it's not for a runny nose, guys. I'm not gonna say because I could get canceled, but like if you know, you know, like just it's not for a runny nose, so.
they would be gone all night, though I knew I could stay at it for as long as I wanted. Of course, that meant that there were quite a few soiled
You can't do it forever. That's really impossible. You can't go at it forever. That's probably one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. You can't stay at it forever. Longest you can maybe go is half an hour to 45 minutes.
and crumpled up tissues tossed into the bin. But after a couple hours, I was pretty much drained and bored of just watching stuff by myself like I did every weekend, and I was starting to wish I had someone to talk to. Unfortunately, as I mentioned earlier, I didn't have very many friends, and certainly nobody that I could call close.
skill
The handful
issue.
of people I could think of to text never even read my messages. So rather than beg the people I sort of knew at the time to talk to me, I figured I'd have better luck with strangers. I had already known about Omegle for some time by then, mostly by watching YouTubers exploring all the different tags you can add to your search for new friends, but I'd never used it myself. I didn't have friends because of my social anxiety, and that bled over to video chatting too, which I wasn't super comfortable with in the beginning, especially since they were all strangers. But it was better than tossing tissues all night, and I figured there was no way I'd ever see any of the people I met more than once, let alone run into them in person, so I gave it a shot. Obviously, just like anyone else would see, my initial experience on Omegle was getting flooded by a bunch of creepy old men asking for my ASL. I skipped over all those guys, and it really felt like I was trudging through an endless ocean of them. But even when I found somebody who looked decent, I would get skipped by them. It was only my first time on Omegle, but if it was supposed to be a place where you could talk,
like you can find like somebody really good, and like they're nice. They could be nice, and then they just fucking skip you because based off your looks. Like, bro, you're on there to fucking chat, not hook up. Like, honestly, like, I hate people who try to use Omegle to hook up.
people, then that night was not a good night for it. All the freaks and weirdos seemed to be out, and I was starting to lose hope that I would ever find anybody of interest. I thought about calling it quits, but then I felt like giving it just a few more tries. That's when I encountered the most unusual thing I'd seen all night. Whoever or whatever they were, someone or something, they were creepier than any run-of-the-mill offender on Omegle. I was immediately so petrified by the image in front of me that I couldn't even click away from it. I just kept staring at the screen, trying to figure out what in the world I was looking at. I couldn't tell if they were wearing some kind of mask or a bunch of weird makeup.
Okay, hold on. That looks like somebody from... Okay, hold on. Let me... Okay, come on, load. Like, oh, Jesus. Okay. I'm pretty sure that
They barely looked human, and if they were severely deranged. If I had to describe him, it looked like a male figure with deathly pale skin, dark, sunken-in eyes, and a strange, scraggly haircut, like they were halfway dead and already starting to decompose. Then, out of the blue, the man started meowing, like he thought he was some sort of cat man. Creeped me out, but I was still suspecting that I was getting pranked somehow, although I had no idea how any of this was supposed to be funny. Hello? What's up with you? Why don't you talk like a normal person? After I tried speaking to him, my computer screen started glitching out, and that's when the Catman jumped from the seat to the desk, landing backwards on all fours like it was about to start spider-walking in front of the camera like the possessed girl from The Exorcist. It happened so fast that I flinched and fell off my chair, but I continued to watch from the floor, completely awestruck. The Catman stared right into the camera, except his face was upside down now from the position he was in. He was still meowing too, which just added to the uneasy feeling that was building about this whole situation. I'd seen so many horror movies and it felt like any one of them could come true at any moment. I half expected him to crawl out through the screen and reap my soul. What the hell do you want? Why are you doing that? Do you think this is funny, sicko? He didn't seem to care about what I said, and if he did, I think it was only upsetting him, because it was then that his head began to twitch as he slowly craned it to the side until it was totally horizontal, all the while shrieking with one long meow, opening his mouth wider and wider, to the point that it looked like he had inhumanly large set of jaws. What the hell is the matter with you? Stop meowing at me! I was horrified by whatever was about to happen next, but then the glitching in the screen got worse and uncontrollable, and eventually froze, locking up the whole computer and forcing it to crash. I breathed a deep sigh of relief that the computer shut itself off. I was still dumbstruck in the darkness and sitting on the floor, so I have no idea how long I would have let that go on before I came to my senses and skipped that psycho. I eventually picked myself up and left my computer alone for the night, deciding to get some sleep and see if I couldn't forget the whole thing, or at least put some mental distance between me and it. It was difficult to get to sleep after being so shaken up, but I did get there after calming down for a little while. The next morning, things almost seemed alright. I could still vividly remember the strangeness of the Catman, his annoying meowing and corpse-like appearance, but other than that, everything seemed normal. That was, until I stood in front of the mirror before stepping into the shower and noticed the deep cat scratches all over my body.
Hi, how you doing? Sorry, I was talking to my dog. She's just like, come here, come here. Holy shit, that cat story, like, holy shit, I didn't expect him to just jump out of nowhere, like, that gave me goosebumps. Holy shit. Usually I like horror stuff, but holy shit, like, I've watched The Grudge, I've watched some Insidious, I watched this World War II movie, like that, there was this haunted house, I don't remember the name, but like, there was this haunted house, and there was soldiers in it, and the soldiers were getting haunted by the people that lived in the old house, and Jesus, I watched this other movie, but I can't remember the name. Real life Instagram creep.
In my freshman year of college,
Is it one Instagram creep, or is there like over 1 million? Because I'm pretty sure there's like more over 1 million. Because people are just creepy on the internet.
lived with my mom. It was a small house in Fontana, California, near where I went to school. I didn't need to live in a dorm to get to know everybody in my classes. That's what things like Instagram were for, and I was upping my popularity by letting all the people I met at school follow me. I kept my profile up to date with posts and stories every day, taking selfies from pretty much everywhere I went, whether I was at the movies, at a fast food place, in class, or even at home. That's just what everyone was doing, and I didn't want to alienate myself.
Bro, probably she's getting popularity because of those big knockers on her. Those fucking, and the animators just be exaggerating, bro. Nah, but she be pulling just because of those big knockers, and then like she probably gets played, bro. Like.
That's when I would soon regret that decision. One evening, after a long day of classes, I got home and did my usual routine of studying and having dinner with my mom. I eventually got into bed, ready to pass out. That was when I heard my phone buzz on the nightstand, right as I was on the verge of falling asleep. I figured it was probably nothing, but I reached over and checked the notification, just in case it was a text from someone important. Unfortunately, it wasn't. It was just Instagram letting me know that I had another new follower. I was groggy and could barely read the username, but it was something like @JonathanW, and then a bunch of random numbers and characters. That, and the fact that they didn't have a profile picture, made it clear that this was not somebody who went to school with me. My curiosity led me to check out his page, and so I did. I could see that he was following hundreds of accounts but didn't have a single follower of his own. There wasn't even a bio or a link to anything. However, there were a few posts on his account. As I began scrolling, I noticed all the posts were of the same thing, a confusingly close-up shot of some kind of cotton upholstery stapled onto wood planks, like he was some kind of construction worker. The only difference between any of them was that it looked like some of them were taken at night, while others were taken from the daytime. I figured the account was either just some bot or maybe some random weirdo, so I put down my phone and tried to go back to sleep. Not even a minute later, my phone buzzed again. This time when I checked, it was a DM from the same guy that read, "Hey baby." I immediately realized that it wasn't a bot, but an actual person. I decided to respond back with,
"Who's this?"
Admittedly, replying to him wasn't the best idea, but I wasn't thinking about the fact that he would be able to see when I read his messages after that. However, after a few minutes, he didn't respond with anything, so I put my phone down again and tried to get some sleep. I was just starting to doze off when I heard my phone. Yet again, this time, I ignored it. It annoyed me to think I was about to lose much needed sleep just to interact with some Instagram creep. I figured if I stopped reading his messages, he would get bored and move on like most of them do, but that wasn't the case. A minute later, there was another notification. My sleepiness was already spoiled by how irritated I was, so I checked it out with the intentions of blocking him. But what I saw made me realize that I was getting dragged into something far more serious than I had anticipated. He sent a candid picture of me at school. A chill ran down my spine. In the picture, I was in the outfit I was wearing earlier that day, but I had no idea I was being photographed by anybody but myself and my friends. He sent it with a caption that read, "Do you like this candid shot I got of you today?" All of a sudden, this situation with seemingly just a harmless weirdo turned into something far more terrifying. I didn't know what to do, so I sent him a harsh text cussing him out.
Who the hell are you? Leave me the alone or I'll send this to the cops.
Then as soon as I sent the message, I blocked the account so he didn't have time to respond. I threw down my phone for the last time and tried to finally get some sleep. But I was so horrified thinking that I now had a stalker on my hands. I had no idea who he was or how long it had been going on. Yet, somehow, I managed to put myself in enough denial about the whole thing and fell asleep. In the morning, however, I remembered everything. I told my mom about the whole ordeal before I left the house, and I could tell she was concerned for me, but also just as clueless as I was. I talked to my friends about it at school, but none of them have ever dealt with anything like this before either. Thankfully, when I got home, my mom had this idea of setting up a couple of home security cameras around the house. Neither of us knew what this creep was capable of, so she figured we'd have the extra measure of safety to help me feel safer. We made sure to put one of the cameras in my bedroom just before I went to bed for the night. I laid down and put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I was strangely feeling comfortable, like maybe nothing was that wrong after all. But just a few minutes after I turned off my lights, I heard my bedroom door creak open. I opened my eyes, and that's when I saw the man in his underwear standing in my doorway. I started screaming from the top of my lungs, and that's when the man suddenly lunged towards me. I began to kick and scream simultaneously, just to get the creep away from me. Thankfully, the sounds I was making were enough to make him turn around and run out of the house. My mom came storming into my room to my aid. We stayed in the bedroom with a chair leaning against the doorknob, and immediately called the police. Somewhat unsurprisingly, the man didn't run very far. They caught him lurking in the neighbor's yard just a few doors down. We handed over the security footage to the police and told them everything we knew. And after a few days of investigating, we got the story they were able to put together. The man who snuck into my room was the same one who had been stalking me at school. He had developed an obsession over me and started taking pictures of me on campus, and then eventually started following me home. But the part that terrifies me the most was how he was never a construction worker. Those confusing pictures of wooden planks were just photos he took underneath my bed while I was sleeping in it. He had been sneaking into my house and hiding under my bed for weeks. All I know is that I'll always be on guard whenever a stranger sends me a DM or adds me on Instagram. I'm always paranoid if it's that guy again.
No shit, you would be fucking terrified again, like, oh my god, that's why the fucking internet's scary. That's why I don't give out my personal information to anybody, like, oh my god, that's scary, dude. No wonder my mom doesn't let me have fucking Instagram or some shit. Oh my god. That's really scary. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh shit. Oh no. I'm really scared about this.
Back
one.
in my
What
20s,
the
I
fuck?
used to think very highly of myself. I was a young, slim brunette and would always
Yeah,
think
you're
I
also
was
a
the main
fucking ugly
attraction in
asshole,
every
so.
room I stepped in.
To protect the identities of all involved.
We're gonna watch McDonald's.
There was a story so implausible that I would shake my head and
What
roll
the-
my eyes whenever I heard my colleagues talking about it. However, all of this changed when someone in my family experienced the same thing, prodding me to withdraw every ounce of
What the
doubt.
fuck?
3 years ago, my brother and his pal had just left a drinking party at a nightclub. They were so wasted it was difficult to even book a cab home. So as they tread across the long paved roads, struggling to avoid passing cars, they saw what appeared to be a brightly lit domicile in the distance. As they approached the light source, they realized that it wasn't a house, but a McDonald's fast food restaurant. They glanced through the glass windows and feasted their eyes on the menu displayed on the counter, delighted to see very few customers. After all, it was past midnight, and not so many people were expected to be out at this hour. Furnished after a long walk, they decided to order some Big Macs and flump on a bench outside the restaurant where a statue of Ronald McDonald was sitting comfortably at the edge. Staring at the statue, They noticed its smile seemingly jolly, and its eyes eerily gazing back at them, causing them to feel reluctant before they eventually looked at each other and laughed at the childish thought, brushing it aside. A lit night, Pedro. I'll never forget it, my brother said as he took an enormous bite.
Dude, you see that thing was giving me a bubble? She was bad, wasn't she? I might have to take her to McDonald's for a first date.
Pedro winked while patting him on the back.
Well, I'm sorry, dude. I can't hold it anymore.
The sour taste in my brother's mouth made him retch, and so, unable to contain it, he headed to the trash bin where he threw up for the next couple of minutes, leaving his friend all alone with the statue on the bench. Having lost the strength and interest to finish his burger, Pedro thought of taking a nap on the Ronald McDonald statue's lap, and as he began to shut his eyes, he grumbled and said,
Oh, my headaches have gotten worse. I wish I could just die.
Then, a creepy voice replied,
Be careful what you wish for.
Pedro jumped, wondering for a moment where the voice might have emanated from. However, as he listened to cars honking and tree branches falling, he was convinced it was all in his head.
See, Pedro? This is what happens when you get drunk.
He told himself as he resumed his nap. Then, amidst the silence, Pedro sighed and said,
I'm so tired.
Moments later, the same voice from before spoke to him and replied,
That makes the two of us.
Before Pedro had any chance to react, the statue grabbed his head with both hands, tightening its vice grip as Pedro wailed in agony.
Somebody help me!
Even as he begged the clown to stop, it showed no remorse and continued to apply immense pressure on his skull, until his entire head was squished to smithereens. When my brother finally returned to his friend, he dropped his burger in utter terror. Then, as he saw Pedro's eyeballs roll across the floor, he screamed. He instantly woke from his semi-stupor, banging on the door of the McDonald's.
Somebody help me! Please let me in!
However, to my brother's horror, McDonald's had already closed, and no one else was there. So, as he glanced at the bench behind him, the statue was now standing erect with a menacing gaze, showing off its razor-sharp teeth. In a split second, my brother made a run for it in the woods. Although he considered this nothing but mere imagination, the sound of his footsteps quickly catching up to him were all too real.
Okay, what the fuck?
What the hell is going on? Moments later, the evil clown grabbed his arm as he tried to break free. That's when the clown rips my brother's arm off, leaving him on the ground as he wailed in sheer agony. Then, the clown growled as it delighted itself in a sumptuous meal.
I'm loving it! I'm loving it! I'm loving it!
With his adrenaline rushing, my brother got to his feet, heedless of the immense pain. Then, he ran away from the woods until he eventually arrived home. As he locked the door behind him, he ran to the living room and dialed 911 with his remaining arm. His hand was uncontrollably shaking as he waited for an officer to pick up the call. When he was finally able to speak to someone, my brother said, wincing at the pain of his severed arm.
Please send the cops! I know this is hard to believe, but Ronald McDonald is after me, and he's about to kill me!
Okay, sir, I'm sorry, but you need to slow down and say it more clearly this time. Do you understand?
But I don't have time! Like I said, Ronald McDonald is on his way to kill me!
You mean the clown, sir?
The officer asked with a hint of sarcasm and irritation.
Yes, ma'am! Please hurry!
Sir?
Then, suddenly, the cop's voice turned from annoyance to delight.
You just made my day. To be honest, I was told there was going to be some kind of initiation, since this is my first week in the office. So I'm partly sorry for ruining the surprise, but it's a good one, sir. You got me.
No, this isn't a prank, lady! Send someone fast, please! I'm begging you!
Well played, sir. Well played.
My brother panicked. The officer then hung up on him. Moments later, my brother heard a loud thud on the door, followed by constant banging.
Come on, you're no fun! Let me in!
The clown said in a demonic voice.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way. Choose wisely!
As the clown pounded louder, my brother only felt more anxious.
Leave me alone or I will call the cops! The cops already hung up on you, dipshit! Now open the door! If you don't open up this very second, I'm gonna release all my Big Mac sauce on your front door!
Finally, my brother decided to grab a knife from the kitchen and face his pursuer head on.
If the cops don't do anything, I will.
He told himself, mustering every ounce of courage he had in his body. My brother looked through the peephole as he listened to the clown's incessant laughter. However, strangely enough, he was nowhere to be seen. Despite my brother's reluctance, he opened the door, ready to strike the clown at will. But out of nowhere, the clown quickly wrapped its large hands around my brother's head, squeezing the life out of him.
Ow! Let go of me, you freak!
That's when my brother began to gouge out Ronald's eyes with his remaining hand while being suspended in midair. By some miracle, he managed to dig his fingers deep inside the crevices of the clown's eye sockets and rip his eyeballs out. That's when the clown released my brother from its tight grasp.
Ow! I'm not loving it!
My brother sprinted while weeping convulsively as he flagged down a moving vehicle to bring him to the nearest hospital. When I heard about my brother's story, my parents and I wanted to report this to the police. The security cameras outside the restaurant recorded the incident. However, McDonald's paid off all the damage expenses, including my family's debts, law enforcement, and all parties involved, coercing us to keep the security tapes confidential. But rumor has it the word got out to the public, which caused multiple McDonald's franchises throughout the country to replace their Ronald McDonald benches with ordinary benches. Since then, my brother has been in a coma, almost irresponsive. My entire family avoids all McDonald's restaurants, wary of a clown sitting on a bench.
That laugh gives me fucking...
I was always told that college would be this super foundational time where you have fun and form...
That fucking clown one gave me the literal chills, like... That can't be real, but it's so fucking scary, like... It can't be real, there's no way that clown ripped that fucking head off. Now that's not saying that it can happen. Like, some person probably has the strength to crush a human skull. But, like, there's no way some idiot would go out into public just to crush somebody's skull. I'm just saying. Like, I don't even fucking know.
Critical memories. But 5 years on it from now, at 27 years old, there's only one memory that sticks out. And unfortunately, it doesn't have anything to do with girls or going out and partying. But instead,
You know what, that's a skill
something
issue
that
for
happened
you.
on Omegle. I've always been a loner and a geek my whole life. I didn't successfully come out of my shell in college, although I wanted to. That's why I moved into the dorm rooms near my campus in the first place. I figured it'd be a great way to meet people and socialize, but I ended up getting straddled with huge room and board expenses on top of my tuition debt. I never managed to make any friends in my hall. That's how I caved in and fell back on being a parasocial weirdo through the gateway of the internet, through Omegle more specifically. It's a website that pairs you up with random strangers so you can text or video chat. That's where I spent most of my time trying to meet people in the online world. But in a lot of ways, it was more of the same of what I got in the real world. Most people skip me almost immediately. A lot of the people that I managed to have conversations with were older men, who seemed insightful at first, but then turned out to be weird and creepy. Then, of course, there was the classic Omegle horde of people without a webcam trying to bait me to give out my ASL. But every once in a while, there was a good conversation to be had with someone who wasn't trying to seduce me. I held out hope to get paired with people like them through dealing with all the BS. One night, after I finished studying, I turned off the lights in my room so people wouldn't see it behind me. Then I hopped onto Omegle to look for a decent person to talk to. That night, more than all the others, went off to an insane start. The very first stranger I encountered was instantly showing me their bare feet. I could tell it was a man's by the hairy legs and toes, too. They were standing on top of their desk with their camera pointed straight at their ingrown toenails. I was frozen by the sight of it. I had no idea what to say to something like that, so I didn't say anything. I didn't skip, though. I was hoping it would go somewhere entertaining. And I was more than used to seeing exposed ugly people, since that sort of thing was oddly common to see on Omegle. After a long, awkward silence, I tried to open the conversation. Hi.
Well, hi there.
Nice feet.
Thanks, I've been told.
Can I see your face, sir?
Only if you let me show you my special talent.
You have a special talent? Sure, man, bring it on.
Splendid. Stay right there. Don't you dare click skip. You got that?
Okay. A split second later, the stranger put a watermelon-sized glass jar down the desk between his legs and shouted like he was pretending to be a magician or something. He then said,
I call this act One Man, One Jar. Are you ready to see my contortionism demonstration?
Sure.
I said, are you ready to see my contortionism demonstration? Yeah, man, do it. All right, brace yourself.
The man then put both his feet in the jar. Then, he crouched down and stuffed in his legs. I watched in awe as he squeezed his entire body into it, until it was completely inside the jar. His face was visible, but was completely smushed up against the glass, and I could finally see his face. He looked to be some balding middle-aged guy living in a drafty old apartment. Then, with his one free arm, he reached over and grabbed a lid and somehow managed to put it on top of himself, closing the jar with his entire body sealed inside. I couldn't tell if the pressure was distorting his face or if he was just crazy, but he smiled at me very disturbingly, like he was waiting for me to applaud. I didn't have any words. I couldn't comprehend how a grown man had fit himself into something so small.
Well, what do you think?
That's very cool, but can you get out?
Can I get out? Of course I can get out. Watch.
That's when he tried to push the lid off, but as soon as I saw it not move, the man's smile started to slowly vanish from his face. I knew something was wrong. He kept trying to push himself up to get the lid off his back, but he wasn't able to budge it. He was too tightly packed in there to maneuver, and he couldn't get any leverage from the position he was in. All of a sudden, panic was written all over him. His face turned red and puffy, and he frantically tried to move whatever he could, but all of it barely amounted to anything more than rattling his cage. Quickly, it started to seem as though he was having trouble breathing, too.
Help me! I can't move, I'm stuck! Oh God, I'm stuck! Help! I don't know what to do! Get me out of here, please! But I don't know where you are! Tell me where you are and I'll call the cops!
After the reality had set in that he was completely stuck, the panic had turned into utter despair. He was sobbing incoherently, completely incapable of forming words. Tears and snot and drool streaming from his face and down inside the wall of the jar.
What is your location? Tell me! I'm in my apartment. Please come find me. Please! Come find me! What's your address? Please, that's all I need to know and you'll be okay! Damn it, man, focus! No!
It only took me a second to realize what I had done. I became so panicked and frustrated that I accidentally pressed the skip button when I banged my fist on the table, causing me and the stranger to be disconnected forever. I'll never be able to properly describe that sinking feeling I felt in that moment, knowing I had just doomed that man to his unusual fate of slowly suffocating, trapped, alone, unable to move. My hands were shaking uncontrollably. I didn't think there was anything I could do. If I called the police, they wouldn't be able to find him since I never heard his address. I didn't record any of it, and there's no way of knowing where somebody is from Omegle. Without a better idea, I swore to never go back on there. I tried to forget that I was ever on Omegle in the first place. I actually got drunk for the first time that night, in hopes that I could go to bed and sleep without much trouble. But God knows, even after all these years, there's nothing that will get the image of that trapped man in a jar out of my head. It's been haunting me for so long. Every day I wonder what happened to him, if anybody ever came to rescue him, or if those moments he spent with me over the internet were his last moments with anyone. These days, I remember one man, one jar as a friend.
A man died on Omegle. That's... Okay, well, that was something. Like, that was 30 minutes of absolute something that I don't even know how to explain. Oh. Since I said this was a reacting video, I guess I could just go on to another... We could watch Darman. Let's watch a Darman video. Oh, hold on. Darman. Oh, what? Okay. This is my YouTube account, so I probably not...
Look me in the eyes. After staring at screens, do your eyes feel dry, tired, or painful? No. You may have dry eyes. Sustain Complete can help.
Lipid nanodroplet technology soothes to provide instant and all-day dry eye symptom relief. Sustain Complete.
No, you can't. No, you can't. You know you can't. What the fuck?
Hey, that's enough! That's enough! Break it up!
I've never seen blood in Darman.
Principal's office now.
Punch him again, punch him again, punch him again.
This is the 3rd time this month you two have been sent to my office.
Hey, it's not my fault. Yeah, it is. I didn't do anything. Enough.
All right. What's up with you guys?
Let me tell you the deal.
On second thought, I don't want to know.
Yeah, good.
I just want it to stop right here.
Then stop
right now.
Fucking idiot.
Mark, before Darren got here, you were an exemplary student.
Exactly my point. It's not me, it's him. Hey, I didn't ask to come to this dumb school, okay?
Guys! You need to bring it way down. You are brothers.
Step brothers!
Fine. We'll do this another way.
Oh, they're step brothers.
Either you two shake hands right now
or you're both
and mean it, or you're both suspended for
Call
a
it.
week.
Do I make myself clear?
So what's it gonna be?
You got suspended?
Principal Danvers way overreacted.
Overreacted. All you had to do was shake hands.
Yell at him, not me. I didn't do anything.
Look, Mark's your brother. If it's on him, it's on you too.
We're not brothers!
Look, I know this move wasn't easy for you, Darren, but it doesn't give you the right to lash out.
Lash out? He tripped me in the hall in front of half of the school. What was I supposed to do? I don't know. Maybe try tying your shoes once in a while.
Mark, not.
Hey, look, I get it. Your Uncle Billy and I would fight like cats and dogs when we were young. That's what brothers do.
Stop calling us that. Thank you. Okay, just because you two got married does not magically make us brothers. We are not even related.
What am I always telling you guys?
Oh, darn it.
Family isn't just about blood. It's about love.
Oh, that was going to be another
Which means even when we fight, we're still there for each other when it counts.
Yeah, well, Darren better hope he never needs me because he'll be waiting a long time.
Come on, Mark. Seriously. What are we gonna do with the two of you?
Probably blame you for the whole thing.
First thing we're gonna do is put them to work.
What?
That's right. This suspension isn't gonna be a week-long vacation. We have a project for you.
Predictable.
Come on.
Heard him. You heard him. Get up. Get your foot off the couch. Get the. Hey.
Now, on Sunday, your mother's hosting a barbecue for the company. It's a big deal. And this backyard needs to be pristine before then.
Yeah, we were about to hire some help, but now we have you.
This needs more than just us.
Hey, the yard needs to be cut, deck sanded.
And please do not forget to paint these planters.
Hey, it's a big deal for your mother. It's a big deal for all of us. No fooling around. And I expect this yard to look amazing. And until then, consider yourselves under house arrest. No computers, no watch time, no phones, and no friends.
The part should be easy for you.
Hey, Darren, what we just talk about?
But you just said that. I don't want to hear it. Come on, man. Grow up, dude.
From either of you.
Ooh.
Well, come on. You got work to do.
You behave.
They're gonna fight. They might fight. I don't know.
Hey, man. Bro, I need to watch it, bro. No, actually, I need to said. Bro, watch out, bro! Dude! Bro, are you serious?
Yeah. What the
fuck? Done! Woo! Yes! I won! Come on! Come on, man, that's crazy. Shut up! Dude, that's actually crazy. Oh, man. I can't believe this, bro.
Mark. You've been hiding, man.
Yo, you know what it is, man. Hey, parents had me in lockdown.
Ah, okay. It's a good thing I'm here to bust you out then, right?
Come on, huh?
Now, come on, Jay has this huge 2K tournament.
Okay.
All the boys is gonna be there. Come on, man, you got a title to defend.
I'm just gonna say this right now. I don't think I've ever like, I've said this once already, but I don't think I've ever seen blood in Darman. Like, especially physically. I know, like, that. I know, like, something as physical as that, like, I know it's probably fake, and, like, nobody punched each other. But I don't think I've seen, like, the fake wrestling stuff, like, the cringe movies do, like, just, like, so kids don't get too physical. But, like, holy shit, I've never seen something like this before. I'm genuinely impressed that Darman actually did this. Like, good on them.
Screw it, man. Let's go. Come on.
Wait, bro, but we're not supposed to go anywhere until we're done.
You know, that sounds like a you problem. It's not my fault. You don't have any friends to break you out. Hey, just tell them I got sick from the paint fumes or went to bed early or something. Appreciate you.
Wait, bro, you really expect me to cover for you?
Oh, I sure do. I know where you sleep, man. Remember, I can make your life miserable. Hey, chop, chop. Come on, man, let's go.
Have fun.
Whoa.
Oh.
Blood got really mad and threw the fucking paintbrush.
Have a nice night.
I hope so. Because you're not gonna be seeing your friends for a long time.
I thought you guys were working late.
And we thought we told you no going out until the yard was finished.
Bro just got
Come on. I was at Chris's house for a couple hours.
You were supposed to be helping your brother.
He told on me, didn't he? I'm gonna kill him.
This is not Darren's fault. This is your fault for breaking the rules.
What's going on?
Oh, like you don't know, snitch.
What's that supposed to mean, dude?
What the? Hey, dude, man, get off me.
Hey, dude, are you serious right now?
You serious?
Hey, bring it up. So, Darren, give me a minute.
Me? What did I do?
No one said you did anything.
I said you did something.
Stop it.
We were both always taking Mark's side. It's not fair. I just want to go back home.
Look, this is our home. And this is our family.
They are your family. You chose them. I sure did.
But Darren. Darren!
Why'd you do this?
Darren! Darren, wait! But I should go after him.
Maybe we should just let him blow off some steam. He won't be long.
What makes you so sure?
I've never seen him go more than 20 minutes without looking at his phone. He'll be back. Trust me.
I knew that was his phone. Like,
hey, are you okay?
Yeah, I'll be okay. Just give me a minute.
Oh, okay.
he's gonna pass out or something. And then, like, the sun is... No. I told you, Darman is pretty much predictable.
Hello? Dad? Laura? Mark?
Nah, they disappeared just like my dad.
Please, please. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Good.
Massive heart attack. I'm sorry, he's gone.
Told you Darman was predictable.
I want him.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's all right. I'm sorry. Oh. Oh.
You're such a good man. We're so sorry for your loss. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yep.
It's so sad. So sad. Now she's left with 2 kids. One isn't even hers, and no husband. Can you imagine?
No.
I wouldn't even know what to do.
Release your full potential.
What the fuck?
Already! Carry is the key.
Bro, it's like that water scene was like fucking from Moana. Open sesame, and they grab a fucking seashell. Like, no, one time I tried like doing like the thing from Moana, and I was like, open sesame, and nothing happened. It was like God must change the password. Because it didn't work, so God must have changed the password, like...
Hey, Mom wanted me to check if you're okay.
Like you care.
What's that mean?
It means if you hadn't snuck out, none of this would have happened.
You think this is my fault? You're really something, you know that? Your dad was worried about you after you ran off. Maybe if you weren't such a baby, he'd still be here.
Yes!
Don't. No.
Sick.
Laura! Laura!
What?
It's your kids.
Oh, no. No.
Not again.
Ah!
Yep.
Take it back! Ah, make me! Make me!
That's enough! No! That's enough! That's enough! Stop!
Look, I was just doing what you asked, and he went totally psycho!
No, listen. Look at me. Stop, please. Darren, are you all right?
Why does everyone keep acting like they care?
We do.
And no one cares!
We do! Ah, when is it gonna be enough? How? When is it gonna be enough? When is it gonna be enough?
Why don't you go check on Darren? He shouldn't be alone.
I'm sure he's fine.
He's your brother, Mark.
He's not my brother. He's not even my stepbrother, okay? You know what he is? He's a snitch. He caused all this in the first place by ratting me out.
Ratting you out?
When I hung out with my friends the other day.
You know, Chris's mother called and told us that you were at his house. That's how we knew. You know, Darren didn't know anything about that. In fact, he tried to cover for you.
No, this Darman moment, just like, predictable.
Oh, he may not be a snitch, but he's still a jerk, okay? He attacked me today for no reason.
Honey, his father would want us to be there for him.
Why? What's he ever done for us? Complain about being here.
Yeah, that's true.
You finished it.
Yeah, no shit.
Darren? Oh no.
Pretty nice bag you got there. Should be careful out here, little guy. Someone might come and try to take it from you.
Yeah, no shit. That's...
Hey! Get your hands off him!
What are you gonna do about it?
Mess around and find out. Where are you going, man?
You suddenly care.
Look, man. I'm sorry, okay? For accusing you of snitching on me. And for leaving you to finish the planner by yourself. I shouldn't have done that. Let's just get out of here and go home, okay? Please.
Dad's gone now. You guys don't have to act like you want me around anymore. We're not family.
Yes, we are.
Ooh, buddy.
As a wise person once said, family's not about blood. It's about love. What do you say? Can you come home now? Brother?
Brother.
My man.
Stepkids refuse to get along. Or fucking
What did you get for number 1? 35 centimeters. Oh, wait, we're on the wrong page. What did you get for number 20? Fire the hole! Oh my god, my hair! Noah!
What's going on in here? Noah, what are you doing? You know you're not supposed to have water guns in the house?
Kevin and I were playing Arby. We had to defeat our enemies. We're not your enemies, you psycho. Actually, I take that back.
You're gonna pay for that!
Noah, stop. You're the one who started this whole mess. If you and Kev had just left the girls alone, this wouldn't have happened. Besides, aren't you supposed to be studying for your science exam?
It's not till next week.
Considering your grades, I think you should take advantage of the extra time. You should have Sophie help you study. She's a straight A student.
I'd rather take a million tests than study with the queen of nerds over here. Like you'd get an A if your life depended on it. Come on, Kev. Let's leave these dorks to their books and go play in my room.
I am so sorry about that. You girls all right? Can I get you anything? A towel to dry off?
We're fine. Thanks.
Don't ask what this spray bottle is. It's just something.
I still can't believe your mom is dating Noah's dad. He's nice. But Noah, I don't know how much longer I can take living with him. He's like that all the time. It's a nightmare. Well, coming from someone with 4 older brothers, take it from me when I say, don't get mad. Get even. Can you pass the salt?
The salt lid is gonna be off.
Can you pass me the salt?
Soph, pass him the salt. There you go. Sorry about that, Noah. So, I'm happy we could all sit down together because...
When I salt.
Oh. So, could you go get up and refill the salt?
Why do I have to?
So, please. As I was saying, there's something we want to tell you. Now that we've all been living under one big happy roof for a while now, David and I have been talking, and we've decided...
Noah, don't be rude.
God, this isn't salt. This is sugar.
That's a skill issue for you.
Trying to poison me.
I'm sure that it was an accident, okay? Let's all just take a breather. We're trying to tell you something.
As we were saying,
They're gonna get married.
we've decided to get married. Surprise!
I haven't watched this one.
You want to get married?
Oh, maybe, yeah, I have this one. I haven't seen it.
You can't be serious. Believe me, I wish I wasn't. But that would make Noah my stepbrother.
That's
what
a skill issue
joke. Sophie Skeleton, my stepsister? It's like my dad's trying to ruin my life.
I mean, Sophie's not that bad.
Not that bad. She's a total square. I can't be related to her.
Why do
my mom have to choose his dad out of all people? I'm telling you, I'm never falling in love. It ruins everything. Let's go to class.
Better have that history paper written for me in a few weeks. Skeleton.
Or what?
Or else.
What's or else? Like, shut your ugly ass the fuck up. You cannot be asking a fucking. How old is she? You can't be fucking telling her what to fucking do. Shut your ugly ass the fuck up, you fucking asshole. Like, what the fuck does she do?
Oh my gosh, Soph, are you okay?
Like, come on, bro. Be fucking smarter than that. You cannot ask a fucking let's say 11-year-old. You cannot ask her do your fucking homework and be so fucking bitchy about it. Shut your ugly ass the fuck up. Anyways, that's a skill issue for them.
How much trouble do you think we're in?
In my experience, probably a day suspension.
Suspension? If I'm gonna get into Harvard and
skill issue!
I can't get suspended. Ugh. Why do I have to be stuck with the world's worst stepbrother?
Because
I want this.
No.
This isn't an ideal arrangement for me either, you know.
If only there was a way to go back in time and stop our parents from ever meeting, then none of this would have happened.
Or Jake's future.
If only. Wait a second. If we can get them to break up, we never have to deal with each other again. I can live my life, and you can go back to whatever pathetic existence you had before me. It's perfect.
Pathetic? You're the one who stays in on Saturday nights to watch documentaries. What exactly did she have in mind?
Well, I'm clearly the brains, but your pranking abilities aren't without merit, so I think we need to do what's necessary. Join forces.
You want us to work together?
Trust me, the last thing I want to do is work with you. But we need to combine our powers for the greater good before it's too late and we're stuck as siblings forever.
That's
evil. You're right, we probably shouldn't.
No, I was going to say brilliant. I like where your head's at, Skeleton. You have a deal.
Principal Owens decided to let you two off with a warning and leave your punishment up to us. Since you two can't seem to get along, guess what? You're both grounded for the weekend.
What?
No, that's...
What a great idea. We were just saying how much we wanted to spend more time together. Right, Noah?
Yeah! Oh, yeah!
Bro, like...
Right. I think we should go home and begin our punishment as soon as possible. Shall we?
No, that's the funniest thing in the world.
There are 3 standard pillars in any relationship. First, communication. The second, commitment. And of course, most importantly, trust.
How do you even know all of this?
The Bachelor. Duh.
A fucking 11-year-old is watching The Bachelor?
It's a fascinating
Holy shit,
study
dude.
on human relationships to understand the fundamental qualities that create successful romantic pairings.
Nerd alert!
My point is, we break up each of these things in the relationship, and voila, we have ourselves 2 single parents. Just not sure how we're gonna do each one.
Easy. We take advantage of strategic opportunities that naturally present themselves. Tactical dispositions. Chapter 4, The Art of War.
You read a book.
Only that one. For pranking purposes.
You need some help. Well, anyway, let the games begin.
Oh, good for him. He read a book.
Uh-huh. I'm confirming the appointment for the cake tasting next Tuesday at 1. I'm telling my fiance no. Thank you. Yeah, we're excited too. We got engaged a couple weeks ago.
But now you really think that the Bills have a shot? I really like Brady and the Bucks to go back over them.
Well, I'm not a betting man, but if I had to pick, I would probably go with the Rams to take it home again.
Yeah, Rams are gonna be tough. Everybody's coming back, so
Maybe the Niners?
Niners were right there on the doorstep. If it wasn't for the Rams. See what Garoppolo can do if he even comes back.
Thanks. I'm sure he'll be here any second. Do you have any idea how humiliating it was to have to sit there by myself for the cake tasting?
I don't know what you're talking about. You never told me about a cake tasting.
Ugh, you never remember the things that are important to me. You're so absent-minded. Ugh.
I remember the things that matter, baby. I do.
buddy. Now that's...
What do you mean you don't have the wedding band anymore? I paid for it. I bought it.
I'm sorry, sir, but someone else purchased it. It says right here in our system, you canceled it.
That's not right. I did not. I didn't. Thank you. Thanks so much.
That man sounds wealthy.
How could you let this slip through your fingers? It's like you don't even care we're getting married.
Of course I do. There must have been some kind of a mix-up. Look, I can get you another wedding band, I promise.
Maybe this wouldn't have happened if you hadn't waited until the last possible minute. I don't know how I'm supposed to believe that you're in this relationship and committed if you can't even order a ring.
Should I start a Darman series or like just a whole reacting series? Just a whole reacting series? And so far, I actually like this. Like, I like reacting to videos. Like it's fun actually. No way. No. That's so evil. Okay, I've seen evil things before, but this is probably one of the worst. No. Do you really think your husband would be...
How could you?
I swear, I don't know how that got there.
Okay,
sweetheart.
I'm actually flabbergasted that this dumbass wife thinks her husband would put the fucking shirt back in the laundry basket after he got kissed by another woman. Like, how fucking dumb would the husband be? Yes, men are stupid, but not that fucking stupid to let their wife know that they're cheating on them. Like, what? I'm flabbergasted how the wife is so fucking stupid. Like, come on, bruh. Be smarter. Be smarter. Don't be a fucking dumbass. Like, holy shit.
Never do anything to jeopardize our relationship. You know me.
Know you. I feel like I barely know you at all anymore. At least try to come up with a believable excuse if you're gonna lie to me.
I am not lying.
Then explain why some other woman's lipstick is all over the shirt collar.
I told you I don't know.
It's actually not all over shirt collar. It's on one
Maybe
spot.
I brushed up against something.
Or someone.
I would never do that. Come on, Diana. Just look at me. I'm asking you to trust me. Please.
After this? I can't. I think you and Noah should probably go. I can't do this anymore. I can't be with someone who doesn't know how to communicate or commit. Someone I can't trust. I'm so sorry, but the wedding is off.
Diana. Please. Don't.
He's clearly fucking crying, dude. That means he's not fucking lying, you fucking idiot. Learn how to fucking believe someone, you fucking idiot.
We did it! We pulled it off!
Mission accomplished. Guess I'll, go see my mom.
Yeah, I should probably go check on my dad.
It was a pleasure doing business.
Likewise.
No, they feel bad for their parents.
Coming from because I love you. I need to trust you. And I can't be.
Mom, I'm home. Oh.
Hi, sweetie. How was school?
No one is ever gonna replace you.
Got a C- on the science test. What did you get?
Actually, I got it.
No, you didn't.
Come on, dude, I'm not that dumb.
Who are you and what did you do to my best friend?
I did it to show Sophie and prove her wrong that I can get an A if I try. Not that it matters now, I guess.
Speak of the devil. Are you still up for that water fight after school?
Always. Catch you after school?
See ya.
See ya.
Hey, nerd, you write that history paper for me?
Yeah, I have it right here.
Good, now I need you to do my math homework too.
No. Now you guys are taking it too far.
Spray up, spray up,
don't
spray
have
up,
a choice.
spray up, spray
Otherwise,
up,
I'm
spray
gonna-
up. Yeah!
Oh my god, get out of here! Your whole outfit.
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Like, shut your bitch ass the fuck up!
You shouldn't be writing essays for punks like Casey. You're too cool for that.
I appreciate you saying that, but don't worry. I made sure she'll learn the hard way. The essay was supposed to be about the Civil War. I wrote about the Civil Wars. The music duo? Mrs. Bundy is in for a big surprise when she reads that paper. You didn't think you were the only one that could pull off a prank, did you?
The student has surpassed the master.
How have you been?
Well, not to brag or anything, but I got an A on my science exam.
You mean you actually cracked open a book?
What can I say? I learned from the best.
Okay, I need to say something and you're not gonna like it. I think we might have made a mistake. I know this was the plan all along, but my mom is miserable.
Honestly, I'm glad you said something. My dad is a total wreck.
I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing if we were step-siblings.
Jesus fucking Christ.
As long as you promise no more ambushes.
Fine, but you can't just put on documentaries. You get to watch what I want to watch too. What?
This whole time, when we were trying to destroy the pillars of their relationship, we ended up building our own.
Communication, commitment, and trust.
And we just built the fourth and final pillar. Compromise.
Wait a second, there's a fourth pillar?
Of course. You didn't actually think I was gonna reveal everything I know, did you?
I still think trust needs a little work. How do you want to fix this?
Eat at the coffee shop?
You were right. Ice cream was just what we needed.
Wait, why does that woman look like the lady, like, half look like the lady from Jurassic Park? Like, one of the doctors? Like, or, like, the one that... The lady that kind of falls in love with Owen. I'm pretty sure that's what happens. I've watched Jurassic Park, but not in a while, so I'm not fully sure what happens. But I'm pretty sure she kind of looks like the lady from Jurassic Park that falls in love with Owen. I'm pretty sure she falls in love with Owen, but... Like,
Noah. Oh shoot, I wasn't expecting to run into him again so soon. Does my hair look okay? Dave, it's so nice to see you. You guys must have had the same idea we had.
Sort of. I might have told Noah where we'd be.
What? Why would you do that?
Well, because it turns out our kids have a lot more in common than we thought.
I don't understand.
We conspired to break you guys up.
You two did what?
The cake tasting, the ring, the lipstick on the shirt collar, all us.
Noah and I didn't want to be stuck together for the rest of our lives, so we thought it would be better off if you guys weren't together. And that's when I came up with the plan.
If you were so against us being together, why are you telling us this now?
Because you being happy is way more important. Besides, Snow's not that bad.
I don't know what to say.
Well, how about... Yes. What do you say, Diana? Give this one more shot, but with everybody on board this time?
Yes! Just so you know,
You're grounded.
you both are in so much trouble.
Oh, you could say that again.
She started it, did not, did she?
Come on. Let's go get some more ice cream, guys.
Come on.
No TV, no phones, and no iPads for a month. This better have been worth it.
It will be.
Would you like some water?
Oh, sure. That's so nice of you. Thanks, Noah. Noah!
Oh, come on. It was a joke. Whatever happened to loosen up? Sheesh.
Oh.
Say hello to my little friend.
Holy!
Never mess with the queen.
Mom!
I think our son is selling drugs.
We have iPhones.
Our son is selling drugs. Bitch, ass the fuck up.
Kevin is not selling drugs. Yeah.
Ooh, it's money.
Hey, honey.
You scared me.
Is everything okay?
I don't know. I found all this money while making Kevin's bed. What is he doing with this kind of money?
I don't know. It's probably saving his allowance or something like that.
That's a good one. He spends his allowance the second he gets it.
I'm sure that there's a logical explanation for it. But anyway, I am looking forward to taking you on a date tomorrow.
Oh, no. Please, I don't want you to spend any money on me.
It is already done, and you are not backing out of it. Mwah. Hey, I gotta go, so I'll talk to you after I get off work, okay? Love you.
Love you.
What do you think?
For what?
For church. Come on, your birthday.
Oh, I can't afford to be buying a new dress right now.
Well, isn't Roger taking you out tomorrow night? What are you gonna wear?
I'll just find something in my closet. Things have been a little tight since I lost my job. Hey, isn't that Roxanne?
Yeah, it is.
Why does she look so stressed?
You didn't hear? Her son Timothy got caught selling drugs at school.
What? Little Timmy. The one with the glasses?
It's always the one you least suspect.
Welcome in.
Hey, Kathy.
Hi.
Hey, Jody.
Hi. How are you doing?
Not good. I assume you already heard.
Yes, and we feel terrible. We're so sorry for what you and your family are going through.
I mean, who could have ever thought?
I mean, the writing was on the wall. I was just too blind to see it, you know?
What do you mean?
Well, for the last few months, he's been coming home late, and then I've recently noticed his eyes are always red, and then what should have been the giveaway is what I found in his drawer. I found an envelope full of cash. And can you believe I didn't even question him? I mean, am I that naive?
Please, don't be so hard on yourself. I mean, no one could have imagined Timothy doing something like that.
Yeah, well, like they say, hindsight's 20/20. I'm so sorry. I have to take this, but it was so good seeing you too.
Good luck.
Bye. I still can't believe it. Can you imagine going through that?
Would you like a room to try that on?
It's all right. I want to buy this for my friend.
Okay. What? Jody, no, I can't let you do.
Stop! You always think of other people, but never about yourself. You deserve it.
I appreciate you wanting to get me a dress, but I can't let you spend that kind of money on me.
I want to buy this. Please, just let me.
No. No, you can put the dress back. Thank you.
Come on, let's go.
Hey, Mom.
Where have you been? I've been calling you. School got out hours ago.
Sorry, my phone died. I was playing soccer with my friends after school.
You were playing soccer in jeans and a hoodie.
Yeah, why?
Kevin, where were you really?
What do you mean? I just told you. By the way, do we have eye drops? My eyes.
Your eyes? They're all bloodshot.
Look, I know, okay, don't freak out. I'm sure it's just like my allergies. I've just been kind of acting up. Really no big deal. Here it is. See?
You need to tell me.
I'll get it. Hello? Yeah. Hey, man. Sorry, my phone died. You know, actually, can you give me a sec? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go take this in my room.
He's not selling drugs, guys, just an FYI.
Hello? Yeah, I got the
It's
money.
full light outside. What do you mean? Where have you been all night? It's fucking light outside.
Awesome. Look, meet me tomorrow after school in the alley, alright?
Hey, hon. What are you doing? Are you listening to Kevin's conversation? Kathy, you should not be doing that. You know you wouldn't like it if someone did that to you.
Listen, you don't understand.
What?
I think our son is selling drugs.
What? Kevin, no way.
I know. I didn't think so either. But then today I learned it's always those that you least suspect.
You were assuming all of this because you found some cash under his bed this morning?
No, it's not just that. I just heard him on the phone saying he's gonna meet someone in an alleyway and buy what he needs.
No. That could be a million different things. Kevin is not selling drugs.
I know we don't want to believe that our son could be doing that, but Roger, we also can't be naive.
And we can't be so quick to assume. Why don't we just ask him, okay? Kevin's a good kid. I'm sure he'll tell us the truth. We can just ask him and get this whole thing cleared up.
What if he's not the Kevin that he used to be anymore?
Calm the fuck down, Mom.
What's the plan?
I was thinking of following him after school and go seeing that alley that he's going to be in and who's going to meet him there and what he's buying and what he's going to do. And then if I find out that it's true, then we're going to have to take him to the...
Whoa, slow down there. You're going 0 to 100. There is absolutely nothing to worry about, okay?
I really hope you're
I think
right.
the father knows.
Trust me. All right, I'll be down a little bit, babe.
Okay.
So true.
So, you got the cash?
Yeah, I do. You got the...
Yep, I got it right here. Put it in a newspaper to, keep it hidden.
Great idea.
Kathy? What are you doing?
Nothing. I mean, I was just looking for something.
In the alleyway?
Yeah, I thought I saw a dog go by here, and I wanted to make sure it was okay.
I see. Anyway, I was just picking up Kelsey, and I saw you standing there, and I wanted to say... Happy birthday!
Shh! I mean, thank you.
Come on, you should celebrate a little. You're a good wife. You're a great mom.
I definitely don't know about that one.
You're always so hard on yourself. Well, have fun with Roger tonight, okay? I'll call you later.
This is not how we should be spending your birthday. Will you please get dressed? We're gonna be late.
How can I even think about that when I just witnessed our son buying drugs?
Oh, Kathy, you are overreacting. Look, we'll ask Kev. Hey, Kev.
I thought you two were going out for dinner.
Kevin, get over here, please.
Okay. Is everything all right?
Show me what's in your backpack.
Why?
Please, show me what's in your backpack.
Okay.
See?
Not so quick. Show me what's in the other pocket.
Oh, come on. Where is all this coming from?
Just show me what's in the other pocket. Aha! I told you. Our son was buying drugs.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, Kevin, don't play me for a fool. You don't think I can see the writing on the wall?
I'm seriously so confused right now.
You have been coming home late every night with your eyes completely red. And I found an envelope full of cash under your bed, which you used to buy this.
Open it.
Wow, I can't believe that you were really accusing me of all of this.
Okay, well, please explain. I'm listening.
Look, none of what you're saying is even remotely true. You see, I know how hard things have been for you ever since you lost your job. Even though you still work so hard, you're always worrying and never let anyone do anything nice for you. So that's why I decided to go and get a job. Which is the reason I've been coming home late every day after school. And the reason my eyes are so red is because I'm a cook. My eyes just get irritated from cutting onions for so many hours. Everything I make, I've been doing my best to save, and that's why there is an envelope full of cash under my bed.
Put it under your mattress, you idiot. Or somewhere more hidden.
Drugs?
That's exactly what I tried to tell you, Kathy, but you just wanted to go on.
Hold on, Roger. Just hold on a minute. If what you're saying is true, then how do you explain that back alley transaction after school?
You were spying on me?
Don't change the subject.
You know what? No, go ahead and open it up, see what's inside.
No, that won't be necessary because here we...
I will. What is this? Pendant?
Fucking flies in my room, holy shit.
And you put a picture of us inside it?
Yeah. I mean, I was just trying to save up. I was trying to do something nice for you for your birthday. I mean, that's why I was meeting up with the guy. My friend's dad is a jeweler.
I can't believe this. I don't even know what to say.
Look, before you say anything, it's non-refundable, all right? You can't return it.
Thank you, Kevin. I'm so sorry for accusing you.
You should be.
I shouldn't have been so quick to assume.
You shouldn't have.
It's okay. I understand.
It's beautiful.
And now that we've gotten that cleared up, put this on. I'm taking you to dinner.
Where did you get that?
Jody bought it for you. She dropped it off earlier.
How did I get so lucky to have the best family?
Because you got
and
lucky.
friends like you guys.
Friends? Oh.
I love you so much.
We love you too.
Hey, hon, are you... Oh, wow. You are beautiful.
Thank you. Let's go.
Let's go.
Do you mind if I get a pic?
Well, guys, that's it for this reacting video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure to like, subscribe, and share with a friend, because, I don't know, just do. Oh my god, that was such a bad voice crack. Okay, anyways, make sure to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you guys so much for 200 subscribers, and if you want me to make this a series, I will gladly make this a series. And yeah, love you guys so much. Thanks for 200 subscribers, and see you in the next video.